A Fargo man has been living and working a dream job in paradise the last 3 years.
And tonight, WDAY 6 News is bringing you there. Russ Freeman is the U.S. ambassador to Belize, a small Central American country on the Caribbean near Guatemala. WDAY 6 reporter Kevin Wallivan and photographer Brian Celine are now back from assignment. Kevin joins us live with this story tonight. Kevin?
Well, Dana, Ambassador Freeman says, believe it or not, Belize and North Dakota have a few things in common: farming and nice people. But in the dead of winter, that's where the similarities end. Parrots and palm trees, the blue seas of Belize. What's not to love about working here? From the fragrant fish markets to the quaint comforts of the Central American countryside, Belize is that Caribbean mix of the ancient Maya and a developing country exploding with tourists seeking sun.
And we almost lost the embassy when it...
And for the last 3 years, Fargo's Russ Freeman has called Belize home. As U.S. ambassador, he is America's top dog here in the Central American country.
All blistered. These, of course, are the hurricane shutters.
Each day for Ambassador Freeman is filled with official appearances and meetings. A secure, protected State Department vehicle brings him where he needs to go. Today, joining world military leaders and the Prime Minister of Belize in a change of command ceremony.
The people are very friendly here, same as North Dakota. The only difference being the weather.
That's a huge difference.
And that's a big difference, Kevin.
It's been a thrill. It's been wonderful. And it's something worth doing, and it's a privilege to be able to do it.
The Freemans, who are longtime friends of the Bush family, left Fargo for Belize the week of 9/11.
You land not only in a different culture, you land in a place without your family, without your friends, without any support systems that you're used to having. So you start all over again.
In this old British colonial city, you'll find Ambassador Freeman's 1800s Caribbean-style embassy building, an old charmer. This is the last wooden embassy for the United States anywhere in the world. But this is it for the 150-year-old structure. Next month, the State Department will break ground on a new $50 million embassy to be built in the capital city west of here.
They survived hurricanes, and they say the building is held together by termites and paint.
But Freeman's tour of duty is about to end. The ambassador tells WDAY 6 News he will step down in April.
So it's a fantastic experience to be able to represent your country.
At the same time, I've missed, watching my grandchildren grow up, and it's time to go back home and do that and be a grandma.
Now tomorrow night at 10, you won't want to miss our visit with the ambassador to the fascinating ancient Maya ruins. Dana?
Kevin, thank you. And one of Freeman's top priorities as ambassador to Belize has been trying to curb the drug trafficking on the Caribbean. As this satellite tracking map shows, Belize has been a transit zone for boats bringing drugs from South America to the U.S. Freeman's office has been supportive of the DEA and authorities in Belize who are now trained to crack down on drug trafficking.
They have the will, the political will, to do something, but they just don't have the money or the training necessary to do it.
The U.S. helped the country of Belize get a radar system that helps in the anti-drug effort there.
And far different in the weather.
Just a bit.
Even though we're warming up and trying not to complain too much, it's no Belize.
It's like it's a completely different country.
So true.
Our weather is kind of not. It's kind of the same old thing lately. We will be warming up. I'll tell you when we'll get some warmer weather next.
You're watching WDAY 6 News, your news leader.
We want to return to Central America tonight, where West Fargo's own Russ Freeman is U.S. ambassador to Belize, a job he will soon leave.
While the Paradise Island is usually peaceful, our WDAY 6 News crew found itself in the middle of a massive protest and general strike in Belize the first day of visiting the ambassador. The old British colony is now independent, and many in Belize have been demonstrating against the government. Meantime, Ambassador Freeman monitors any unrest in the country and reports anything significant to the State Department. In addition to his official ceremonial duties as ambassador, Russ Freeman also makes a point of seeing the country he oversees for the United States. While Belize is home to just 250,000 people, it has a rich past surrounding the large ancient Maya population that once called Belize home. WDAY6 reporter Kevin Wallivan joins us live tonight with more. Kevin?
Well, Kirsten, imagine a civilization of 1 million people suddenly disappearing. That is what happened to the Maya in what is now Belize. But the astronomers and mathematicians left something behind. In the heart of a Central American jungle, howler monkeys earned their name. The sound echoes through the rainforest, adding to the mystique of the Maya civilization. Ruins from centuries ago, now uncovered.
Right, these are temples, most of them, the high spots where the priests would go to do sacrifices.
On a humid, misty morning, the ambassador takes us through this mysterious marvel, the ruins of Altunha.
You can see the temples of varying sizes and varying.
As early as 1500 BC, the Maya came to what is now Belize. Great thinkers, builders, landmark laborers.
Belize is one of the few countries that had more population 1,000 years ago than they do today. They were estimate maybe 1 million Mayan people lived in the Belize area.
And now there's just a handful of Maya left in a country that has a population about the size of Fargo-Moorhead. And the efforts to learn more about the Maya culture continue. Every year, archaeology teams come down to Belize to unearth and dig up more about this fascinating people. At this site, the Maya built 13 temples in 2 plazas. Suddenly, the clouds lifted, and from above, we could see why the jungle kept these ruins secret for so long. This Maya marvel, a civilization that vanished, yet left this legacy.
To me, it's just it's a very spiritual place. You feel it when you walk in here.
Now, the days WDAY6 News spent in Belize, we saw 5 cruise ships anchored off the shores of Belize City. Now, tomorrow night at 10, how this small country in the last 5 years has witnessed a tourism explosion. How does it keep its rainforests and Maya ruins preserved? Kirsten?
Beautiful pictures. Look forward to it. Thank you, Kevin. Freeman has also been involved in supporting the Peace Corps volunteers in Belize, from education programs to preserving wildlife and jungle around Belize. Freeman says Belize has a rule that 40% of the country cannot be developed. That is helping protect natural resources.
Yeah. Well, he wants the whole thing. He wants the whole thing.
And for those of you into bird watching, Belize is recognized as one of the top destinations in the world for that pastime.
All right.
I was so excited about our 40-degree weather. Now, after seeing that, I'm not.
Yeah.
Not quite so great.
These things are relative. You wouldn't want to be as much above average in Belize as we will be this weekend. Our stuff is warming up. We'll talk about the weekend when we come back.